Mario cannot hear us, so he will talk.
Can I? All right, very good. Sorry. Good afternoon to everybody, and thank you very much for your invitation. I am very, very sorry. I'm really sorry not to be able to be there. I am recovering from a pretty serious health problem, and I couldn't travel, but I really wish I could do so. I think this event is very relevant, and we are looking at what Portugal is doing with extreme interest. My name is Mario Calderini. I am a professor of social innovation at the Polytechnic University of Milan, and I am a senior advisor to the Minister of Research of Innovation of Italy. As such, I represented the Italian government in the G8 task force for impact investing, and I chaired, together with Giovanna Melandri and Mario Latorre, the Italian Advisory Board for social impact finance. So I am looking at what's happening in Portugal with interest, and I wish to thank the Young Foundation and La Plataforma para o Crescimento Sustentável for giving me the chance to speak to you today. And let me also greet Minister Miguel Poyares Maduro for launching the investment fund that, to my knowledge, is today probably the most prominent initiative in social finance in non-Anglo-Saxon Europe. So I think that you should look at what's going on in Portugal with real attention. In Italy, there is a growing interest in impact finance. There is a huge policy effort that is going on, that has been going on in the last 3 years to set social innovation and social impact finance at the very center of Italian policy agenda. We invested something like 120 million in the last 3 years on the demand side, on fostering social innovation and social rights. Our approach in Italy is very much on the whole ecosystem of social innovation. We think that impact finance, of course, is a very important engine of growth, and it is really the way forward for a new model of sustainable development. But our main concern today is to develop in a balanced way demand and supply side of social finance. We come from an experience on traditional technological innovation where we produce a huge effort on the supply side of capital, but then we understood that there was no demand, that there was no deal flow. So I really think that we need to, the trick is to have an act of balance, to be very comprehensive in our policy approach, and to develop social enterprise and social innovation on demand side, because this is the best thing that we can do for impact finance. I believe that the consensus that has been built through the activities of the G7 task force that will meet in Rome for the last time at the end of October is a huge achievement. The report that you might have had the chance to look at, the invisible heart of market, is a very powerful dissemination tool. There is still a huge effort that we need to produce, for example, in creating an infrastructure for social impact measurements. There is a lot of efforts that we need to produce in order to standardize and to codify specific financial instruments. There is a lot of regulation activity that has to be produced by single member states in Europe. And of course, there is a lot of policy energy that has to be put in place by the European Commission. And we really think that we really need to push the European Commission to support what's going on in single member states and prominently in Portugal at the moment. In this direction, you might know, you might have known that Italy is now the president of the semester. We are in the Italian presidency semester, and in many important political documents, we have put impact finance and social innovation again in a very prominent position. And our minister is actually in Brussels today, trying to push forward and to lead the way for social innovation in the new Commission political agenda. In this perspective, I believe that there are very important synergies that we can pursue. I think as a government representative in the task force, I think that our Minister for Research and Innovation it would be very happy at the end of the Italian semester to host a specific meeting with Portugal representatives and possibly, if possible, with the Portuguese minister in Brussels for developing and further taking on this political agenda. Very interesting things are happening also on the academic side. Let me mention there are a few very important research activities, applied research activities that are going on. My belief is that we need to. There is a lot of research still to be carried out in different fields of social impact finance. And I think that there is a whole agenda to be again developed and put down to work. In this perspective, I'm very happy here to mention that the Polytechnic University of Milano that I'm representing together with Polytechnic University of Turin that represent more or less 60% of all faculty of engineering and management in Italy are very happy to partner with the University of Wolverhampton and University of Lisbon in order to start up a European network for civic economy and social innovation. I believe that if we can pursue this objective, we really can establish a powerful network that is actually what we need in order to establish a critical mass, to achieve a critical mass, because there are a few very important scientific and scientific issues that we need to push forward against ideologies or against traditional vision of social innovation that is not very familiar or is not actually very friendly with the approach that is needed on the demand side for social innovation when we want to develop impact finance as a crucial infrastructure for a new generation of development policies in Europe. Having said so, I wish to thank again for the invitation. I hope that I will be able to listen to what other panelists will be saying, And let me again congratulate and say that Portugal is probably the place where things are happening in impact finance at the moment. Thank you very much.